IPBL, IronTepigs here in IPBL, and today we have our team prep for week 5 match versus Professor Chipboard and the Bristol Bulu. So I'm going to be going to the team that me and Eric built for this battle, and hopefully we can pull out a win. Last week was a good battle. It was just an unfortunate loss, but you know, it's just... it sucks. But anyways, I'm going to first go over his team. He's got a very interesting team. It's kind of a rain team. He's got Celesteela, Thundurus, Therian, Pelipper, Snorlax, Decidueye, Hippowdon, Gardevoir, Excelgor, Kabutops, Kingdra, and Magmortar. Now, Hippowdon is obviously the outlier in this because it being a Pokemon that sets up sand. I just feel like he's going to bring one weather or the other. He doesn't have that much as a, that can take super advantage of the sand, because obviously he's got the Kabutops, the Hippowdon itself, and the Celesteela. Those can take advantage of it, but Rain is way better for his entire team. You've got Excelgor that has Hydration as an ability. You've got, you know, just Pokemon like the Decidueye that are weak to fire. Kingdra is such a, like, geez. Kingdra is kind of an issue. It's such a good Pokemon, especially with Swift Swim in the rain. Oh my gosh, it is kind of hard to deal with, and you know, I'm a bit worried for this match. Hopefully we can pull out a win, and yeah, so I just feel like rain is a huge possibility, so hopefully we can take advantage of that. So anyways, starting off this week is Azura the Azelf with Leftovers, Stealth Rocks, Thunderbolt, Taunt, and U-Turn. So a different set than I typically run, but I wanted to have a fast Pokemon that could, I don't know, you know, do decently for me. I opened a new tab and I didn't mean to. I meant to scroll down to the speed stats. So his fastest Pokemon is Excelgor, but I can't outspeed Excelgor, so I have, I have enough speed to outspeed Thundurus T, which gives me a lot of special defense, or a lot of extra EVs to put wherever, so I ended up putting them in special defense. I didn't put much in special attack, or really either of the attack stats. The point was, this thing with Thunderbolt will be very decent. It should obliterate Pelipper, and mainly this thing is meant to get up my rocks, because he's got several things that are weak to rocks, and getting them weakened even more would be great. He's got Thundurus T, he's obviously got Pelipper, excuse me, I hit the mic. He's got a Excelgor, which could be very helpful, maybe break a sash from that thing. He's got, Magmortar, those all take 25%, so that's a really good thing. I believe, how many resist it? I think it's literally Hippowdon. Hippowdon and Celesteela is neutral. So Hippowdon's the only one that takes 1/8 from it. No, Hippowdon's the only thing that takes less than 1/8, is what I mean. So, anyways, that's pretty cool stuff. So, as I mentioned, getting Stealth Rocks up is important. If I could use Taunt and, like, prevent some things like the Celesteela from getting up Automizes or Leech Seeds, stuff like that would be really nice. Hippowdon maybe with its own Stealth Rocks. I don't know, whatever else he decides to use, and it could be decent for a Excelgor if it decides to set up knowing that I can't touch it or something like that, so that could be decent. So yeah, Thunderbolt's not mainly, it's my only attacking move because it's the only one I will really need. And then U-Turn is just to give me that pivot option, because he doesn't have much that resists Bug, if anything, besides Magmortar and Celesteela, and, well, the flying types, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, yeah, I'm running him with a timid nature. I don't need attack investment, because U-Turn's not very pivotal to this matchup here. It's really just, I need the special attack, so, and I couldn't put the 4 in special attack, so I ended up putting it in defense, so, anyways, yeah, that is Azura for it, so I'm pretty sure that's about it. So, yeah, next up we have Leonardo the Blastoise with Leftovers, Rain Dish, Toxic Roar, Dragon Pulse, and Scald. So, I'm really banking that he's gonna bring the rain, because I just feel like with his team setup, that is the most logical thing you could do. I decided to run Rain Dish because of the hidden ability on Blastoise here that basically will allow me to recover health when it's raining, which will be really nice. That'll give me double Leftovers recovery and make this thing an even bigger burden. So yeah, we're running Toxic so I can stall some things. Roar is mainly just to roar out anything that tries to set up on me. So it's a Calm Mind Gardevoir, maybe SD Kabutops or something like that. Or Kingdra. Even Kingdra, that, like a D-Dance Kingdra, that thing could be scary, especially in the rain. So it's like, it's not good. Dragon Pulse is mainly for the Kingdra, because otherwise I can't really touch Kingdra. It can't really touch me, because Kingdra has such a very limited move pool. It's got, like, one other special attack that isn't it's got like Dragon Pulse, Draco, Hydro Pump, Scald, maybe. It's got like one other actual special move. I don't remember what it is besides Hidden Power. And then on the physical side, it's got like Waterfall, Outrage, and Iron Head, and I'm not sure if it gets anything really better on the physical side, or anything else, I should say, on the physical side. So, pretty cool stuff. I decided to run special because I felt like the special Kingdra was more likely to come. I just felt like overall it'd be more beneficial for me to have a special defensive wall and Leonardo. And then Skull is just good all around. It's in the rain. Technically, the water types don't resist it. Kingdra will resist it by 2 times rather than 4 times, but still. So, Pelipper will be taking neutral damage from it. Everything else, except for well, no, in the rain, Skull does, obviously the rain doubles the power of water type moves, so all the Pokemon that resist it, it halves the resistance, so it makes it even better. So I just think Leonardo is going to be super key to this match, and going to be something that needs to come in early and often, and really, I can't really afford to get up Stealth Rocks because I have no way to remove them, so, because I believe, is Donphan my only spinner? Or not Donphan, is Blastoise my, I don't know why I said Donphan. Anyway, I think I only have Blastoise as a hazard removal option. So anyways, as I said, we're running a Calm Nature with max special attack, max special defense, max HP with the rest in special attack. So this thing can be very bulky on the special side. And yeah, so next up is a Pokemon who has not come this season, Camilla the Haxorus with the Habon Berry, Dragon Rage, or Dragon Dance, Outrage, P-Jab, and Aqua Tail. I don't know why I said P-Jab, it's Poison Jab. Anyways, this thing will be able to set up and sweep. So, the biggest threat to Haxorus on his team would technically be Gardevoir, and it being a Fairy type. Now, if I'm able to get up a Dragon Dance, Outrage literally hits everything except for Gardevoir, and then I can Poison Jab the Gardevoir. So, that's something that we need to keep in mind because friggin' Haxorus can be so good here. And I brought the Habon Berry so I can live and attack from the Kingdra. Obviously, it being a Dragon-type user, I just feel like this would be my counter to be able to get rid of that Kingdra. Dragon Dance, obviously, to sit up, get faster than everything, and then just obliterate with Outrage. Poison Jab is really only for the Gardevoir, because that's the only thing I that's the only thing I really need it for. Aqua Tail is just good all around. It'll be boosted by the rain, super effective on the Magmortar and the Hippowdon. It just could do decently, and it'll do the most damage to Celesteela, because that would be the biggest issue with Camilla, is it can't really touch Celesteela. That's the only thing. So, it's not really super threatened by Celesteela, but I can't touch it. So, there's that. So anyways, this thing is built to outspeed, max speed, what even was it? It was the base 85. I'm pretty sure this is built to outspeed Kingdra. And then I put the rest in special defense, so this thing can live a Draco or a Dragon Pulse better, and then max attack, so this thing is going to be hitting super hard with a Jolly Nature, so I can put less in speed, because I'm not even sure, like a Jolly or Timid Kingdra could outspeed an Adamant Haxorus. I don't know, to be honest. So let's see. Obviously 151. I'm just checking this. So let's see. Can I get this up to 151? I cannot. So yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking there. So anyways, yeah, that's Camilla for us. I'm also running a Nerf because I don't need Mold Breaker because there's nothing with Levitate that I need to get rid of that. So it's like, you know, I guess Mold Breaker would allow for explosion on a damp Kingdra, but I don't need that. It literally doesn't do anything. Anyways, that is Camilla. Next up, we have Escalators, the MVP of our season so far. 8 kills. It's either 7 or 8 kills in the 4 games it's played, so pretty good stuff. It got a 4K one game, and it's just gotten 1 in the rest of them. So I'm pretty sure that means it's got 7 kills, so pretty cool stuff. Anyways, this thing is running Dragon Claw, Thunderbolt, Knockoff, and Volt Switch. Now this thing is, once again, just such a good crux for my team. It's very similar, I was about to say it's very similar to the set I'm bringing next week, but I was thinking about this set because I don't know why. Anyway, Dragon Claw is mainly for the Kingdra, even though Kingdra really wouldn't want to stay in on Escalators anyway. A Dragon Claw could do some decent damage for something that resists Thunderbolt or Knockoff, you know. I don't even know. Thunderbolt in this situation is so good. I need to remember Volt Absorb on Thundurus. That is something that I need to remember to make sure to not hit that thing with Electric type move because it's going to get the HP increase once again. Well, it's going to get more HP back from me using Thunderbolt, which I need to prevent that, and yeah. So, obviously Thunderbolt hits everything except for the Hippowdon and the Thundurus, so in knockoff, we'll just get rid of items. Volt switch is to give this thing a pivot, so I can switch in and out if I need to without, and doing a little bit of extra damage while we're at it, because, like, you know, why not? And, yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I just put a lot in attack, because this thing, its physical attacks are more important than its special, because it gets that boost from stab anyway. So, yeah, we're running a Brave Nature, 156 in attack, the rest in special attack, and then max HP. So, pretty cool stuff. Next up, I mean, with an Assault Vest, I mean, it's a pretty typical, this set. This Pokemon is so good. So, next up we have Vesuvius the Volcanion with a Life Orb, with Water Absorb, Flame Charge, Fire Blast, Steam Eruption, Hidden Power Electric. Now, I was originally thinking, I really wanted to do Absorb, but I'm like, ooh, that could be a really good thing, because I could swap in, I could get the health back, and I could get the special attack boost from it, but turns out it obviously doesn't work like that. So, I brought the Life Orb here, so this thing could be, it can really hit hard, because this thing works very nicely against this entire team, except for maybe the Thunderous, which I may have want to run like a Walk-On Berry on it for that. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of calking. I'm going to see if a non-Life Orb Vesuvius one-shots Thunderous, because I may go Walk-On Berry, does it not? Okay, yeah, Thunderbolt's a guaranteed OHKO, and Steam Eruption and Fire Blast have a decent chance to kill. Well, no, not without that. With the Life Orb they do, but not without anything. Okay, with Life Orb, Steam Eruption and Fire Blast are both guaranteed OHKOs against that, and if I can catch it on the switch, I can just obliterate its face off. Oh my, dude, if I were actually running a bulky Volcanion, well, never mind, it didn't actually change anything. That's surprising. I thought the max HP investment would allow me to live it, but nope, it doesn't. Or even a chance to live. Anyways, Eric suggested a Flame Charge set, because once again, well, not once again, anything. If I can get a Flame Charge up, this thing really does well against his entire squad. He's got nothing that resists the combination of Fire Blast and Steam Eruption. I mean, obviously, save the Kingdra, but I also have Hidden Power Electric, mainly for Pelipper and Kingdra, because nothing wants to take a Steam Eruption in the ring, and that's all I can say. This thing is absurdly good. And then I can get a burn on maybe one of his physical attackers if it doesn't want outright OHKO. Like maybe on Snorlax, that could be really nice. The Decidueye, that won't like to take a hit. So, you know, Vesuvius is just such a good Pokemon. It's got a lot of bulk, and its typing fares well for its, what I'm running it as. So we're running it Naive this week. I was originally planning on going with an Assault Vest, but I said a Life Orb is probably better because I didn't need 3 Assault Vests on the team. That gives you a little bit of insight on who I brought last. Yeah, Volcanion's going to be my big hitter this week, frankly. I need to keep this thing around if possible. And, yeah, so this thing suggests that I put the last bit in special attack. I mean, I'm not even sure if that'll make a difference with that 1 extra point at level 50. It's pretty simple. This thing's just meant to hit hard, and I can absorb water attacks from his Pelipper and his Kingdra, so that could be very nice. And, like, even Aqua Jets from Kuitops. So, yeah. And finally, we have Rosbuton the Roserade with a Assault Vest, with Technician and Power Dragon, Giga Drain, at least Storm, Sludge Bomb. So, we went through a lot of different sets for Rosbuton here. We went through an Assault Vest set, we went through a bulky set, we went through a hazard set, we went through a technician set with not these moves, and we ended up deciding to go with a technician with Assault Vest, but make this thing bulky. So, the reason we're running technician is for Hidden Power Dragon, so that boosts the power of it. It'll end up, well, will it do more? It'll do more than Dazzling Gleam would, which is very nice, and obviously he doesn't have much to resist it. He's got, like, the Gardevoir and the Celesteela, and that's it. Hits neutral on everything else, which is good, because I believe that the Fairy would be well, actually, literally everything but Magmortar and Celesteela it's neutral on, so, I don't know, we could have done that and gone with the Natural Cure set, but I don't think I really have to worry too much about status conditions in this matchup. Anyways, Giga Drain is obviously to get me my health back, so I can just get some restoration. If I can hit the Hippowdon with that, that'd be amazing. Or the Kabutops, the Kabutops will be gone by, out like a light. So, you know. Leaf Storm is there just to hit super hard on a bunch of stuff. It'll hit that Kingdra super hard. It'll hit basically everything super hard except for the flying types. And the Decidueye, Selgar doesn't want to take it because the Selgar overall is just very weak defensively. It's just only really good in speed, in all honesty. And then Sludge Bomb because it's a nice stab move, and it hits everything, and you can get a possible poison. So, Rasputin was just kind of one of those Pokemon we were debating between Rasputin and Clefairy, actually. Clefairy. So, you know, who knows? Clefairy could have been a better matchup, but I guess we'll see what happens and what he brings and whatnot. So, we're running a Modest Nature with max special attack and max HP, so this thing can live hits and be super, like, hit so hard, and then put the last 4 in special defense, because why not? So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for our team for this week, so I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'll appreciate it. I don't know why I'm tongue-tied over my words right now, but in all honesty, I'm ready to get this battle over with, and I'm hoping we can do well. So, thanks so much for watching, and let's go Tepigs.